5 ways to think like a tradesman and enjoy it. Starting with getting into the materials. What are the lower quality? What are the higher quality? What are the degrees of how much you can build something and put time in it? And that's going to obviously affect the cost. And then the tools that you use, start getting into, what kind of tools, and start appreciating, like, especially when you buy your own tools, it's different. Even if you work for a company, you start to say, hey, I this is my tool. It's part of like me and my skills and repertoire. Number 2, you always want to be thinking of your favorite stores, be they Home Depot, O'Reilly's Auto Parts, going on YouTube, figuring out things and learning it all. Number 3, think of it like, is there something else you'd rather be doing? Because sometimes it's tempting to look at how your job might be messy or difficult, but then compare it to other jobs and look how these other people actually, how their demeanor is and how they're, there's something satisfying about building stuff. It's not only innate in biology to create structures and shelters, but it's also, it feels like you're doing something, but you don't want to confuse that with exercise, because actual cardio, and of course if you're doing hard labor, you are lifting and you're getting strength. But cardio is something that you want to try to fit in. I would say sometimes try to do it at the end of the day or the beginning of the day, whatever you feel that you can do, and try to get in 3 hours a week. I do it in 3 1-hour segments. That work on for the heart is something that, even though it feels like you might be doing in your labor, you're not. And if you really feel you can't afford it, just at least get in like one long run on the weekend and really sweat, and but yeah, it is a pride thing. It's like, would you really rather be doing some type of other office work or less messy work? Like, you just, and number 4 is watch out for dangers. Especially, don't be expecting that just because other guys are maybe older or more experienced, some of them may rush, some of them may be rude. You have to learn to observe job site dangers. Look for, everything from a messy job site to people rushing, people not looking out for each other's safety. At the first chance you can, you got to try to bring it up, or, you want to talk about, reporting issues. And the trouble is, sometimes when you report issues, then it gets people angry at you. So it's a tricky situation. But lastly, it's a bunch of guys, right? Often some women, but usually it's like a rougher crowd. It's people who can handle this type of work, and who may unfortunately turn to like alcohol or whatever they may do in order to get going. Energy drinks, all these kind of things, and overworking makes people anxious. And so you want to seek and give space. If there's a conflict, you seek space. You don't wait for the person to give you space. You don't wait for them to apologize. You don't, like, if they're like coming at you, you give them space. You seek space. You take responsibility for that, and let situations cool down. Go take a walk. In fact, encourage your site people to take a walk. But to conclude, this is your trade, and you want to have pride in it. And whoever you might be learning from, you want to be learning and figuring out things and what tools to use on your own, and everything from thinking about estimating, like, what would you want to charge for this? That way you can start doing jobs on your own of things and feel a sense of competence. But that's what it's going to take in order to really feel that, hey, I not only like what I'm doing, but I want to share it with others, and I want to keep doing it. So thanks for considering.